Hello everyone, my name is Benji, and boy has it been a while. I don't know if this is going to be the first video that I upload, or if there will have been a stream before this, but by the time you're seeing this, it's more than likely going to have been a long time since you heard anything from me, unless you're in the Discord. So my apologies for that. School got the better of me, school takes priority, and I had to just do what I needed to do. But we're back for now. Welcome to Dyson Sphere Program, another factory building simulator, this time in space, where our main objective is to build a Dyson Sphere. A Dyson Sphere is what you see here. It is a ginormous structure that surrounds a star and harvests the solar energy of the star. So that's our entire goal. We start off on a single planet, like one of these little bad boys down here, and then we work our way up to the point where we're traveling between the planets, and we're passing cargo back and forth. We're gonna have huge production lines. It's your standard run-of-the-mill, start with nothing, end with a giant Dyson Sphere kind of game. So we're gonna go on ahead and hit new game, and I'm gonna look for a good name for everything. 2 white dwarves, that's interesting. Well, I'm gonna look for a good starter system name. That way we have something that rolls off the tongue. Delta Indy, meh. Octa? Meh. Pollux. None of these are really getting me. Assad Australis. I kind of like that, actually. Let's take a look over here. What do we got? What do we got? Only one O type, 24 B types. O type is the best luminosity, I think it's called. It's basically the strongest star. It's the brightest. It'll give us the most energy. 1 black hole, 1 neutron star, 2 white dwarfs. That's pretty standard. Yeah, I think I like this. Assad Australis. Kind of like that. Yeah, I kind of like that. So let's go on ahead, give it a start, and I'm gonna just shut my fat mouth. I also have some new audio on my OBS. So if that's working or not working, please let me know in the comments.
To the actual universe. You may find it's different from our homeland. Should you be able to adapt to the laws of physics in a short time, I am your advisor and will help you through this mission.
Okay, that looked like a lava planet. Hello, star. I'm gonna harvest you. It might not be a lava planet, actually.
Everything here is yours. As one of Cosmo and the pioneer of the Dyson Sphere program, you will explore this cluster step by step.
Do we have
by
5
using
planets?
the resources here to construct the Dyson Sphere to provide energy for the center brain to maintain homeland, starting from scratch.
Yes,
I have
indeed.
chosen a designated planet for you to start the mission, which has necessary resources for initial development. Now please drive the space capsule to the planet.
Assad Australis 4. So we've got 2 planets that are closer to the sun. We are the farthest from the sun, which is kind of nice to see. My other world, I was in the middle, and I had 1 planet that was close to the sun and 1 planet that was really,
now
really far
you are
from
about
the
to
sun.
reach the designated planet.
So this is our starting planet. You'll notice it's very akin to Earth. We've got grass, we've got beaches, we've got water, and important to all factory games, we have iron, copper, coal, stone, and oil.
This is Icarus, a lightweight industrial mecha
That's
with
me.
powerful functionality.
Hi guys.
You can use the arrow keys or right-click on the destination to control its movement. In this mission, You will manipulate Icarus to travel beyond the stars and create miracles. You can use the same operation to collect resources, such as trees, gravel, etc. In the meantime, hold down Shift and right-click to give a series of commands.
So I can
You
do
receive several
that.
items after recycling the space capsule. Click the inventory button in the lower right corner of the screen to
Or I
open the
can hit
cabin to view
E.
them.
So I've got stone, I got some titanium out of that little rock that I just did there. How much is here? 43k. So I've got these hydrogen fuel rods, which will give me power in the starting area. I've got some iron, copper, and magnets here.
You can hold down mouse middle button drag to rotate the angle of view,
Yes.
or slide the mouse wheel to zoom in and out.
Yes, I already know that. Shh. Go away. I'm just gonna get 30, and then I'm gonna go over here and get some more. So our entire objective here is to conduct this research. And boy, is there a lot of it. Here is mission complete, which revolves around these white cubes, which have antimatter and a whole bunch of other stuff in it, but we'll get there, we'll get there, we'll get there. There's a bunch of steps in between, interstellar logistics being one of them, but our main focus is simply this, electromagnetism. That's all we want
Yet
right
you have
now.
not unlocked the construction menu, which will be done automatically when complete any technology research. Click the technology tree button at the bottom right of the screen to open the technology tree
There's
and
technology,
activate a research.
Activate. And I am currently building such things as we speak. Why am I building 20 of them? Oh, because I hit 10 and they make 2 each. There we go. That's why. That makes sense. I'm just gonna go on ahead, mine a whole bunch of these trees, get some plants. Because I need fuel for my belly. Need fuel. Don't need that. Don't need that.
You have created a mining machine to achieve ore collecting automation.
Yes, I have.
Pick it up from the inventory, or select it on Gathering of Construction menu to build it.
And why would I do that?
You can use the R key to rotate the mining machine for covering more veins.
Yes, and if
The
you
more
hold
veins covered,
shift,
the faster the ores will be
it
gathered.
ignores the grid.
If you want to ignore grid snapping, try holding down the shift key.
Just like that.
Insufficient required items. You can click the replicator button at the bottom right of the screen
There.
to open the panel
Wind
and
power.
manually replicate these items.
I'm aware. I know what I'm doing.
You have established your first power grid. Not all power facilities has its power supply area. Use the Tesla Tower to extend the area of the power grid.
Yeah, I know. There's a whole bunch of upgrades and stuff too. Like you probably saw there that there's like a little drone that comes out when you're placing stuff. So that's fun. There's blueprints and everything in this game, which is actually really dope. Inventory capacity upgrade, movement speed, energy, being able to see the vein distribution on the planet, all kinds of stuff. Vein utilization, and this is all like later game stuff, like the solar sails and everything like that. Right now, what we're gonna want, first of all, we're gonna want basic logistics, because we want belts, we want sorters, and we want storage boxes. That's like a must-have. Then we're probably going to go for smelting, because without smelting we won't be able to actually do anything, so smelting. After that, automation, that way we can put stuff into a machine and it makes things for us, you know, just the normal stuff. Can't do that because we don't have blue cubes, can't do that because we don't have blue cubes, can't do that because we don't have blue cubes, which means this is obviously next after that. So right now, all we're gonna want to do is just keep getting this kind of stuff. I would like to make one more of these. We are not making enough power. Wonderful. In that case, I'm going to make probably a couple more of these, and then one of these. I was going to say that should be done at this point, and I can put it there. And then, instead of that, I can do this.
One of your production facilities is not powered.
I'm aware.
You need to keep it within the power coverage area and supply it with power facilities in order to maintain its normal works.
Look, buddy, I did that myself.
You have done building the first power
I turned it
transmission
off.
facility, Tesla Tower. It can carry out
Yes,
short-distance
yes,
wireless
yes,
power transmission
yes.
and
Stop.
expand the power
Stop.
supply area of the power grid. Click on it
Why
to
won't
view
you
the
stop?
current power
Stop.
grid information.
Why won't you stop? I don't know how to get him to stop. I might take a look at that real quick. I'll be back. Okay, so I got him to stop. So thank freaking goodness. He's gonna be super annoying. Anything that he's gonna tell me, I'm gonna already be telling you guys, so we don't really need to worry about that at all. We are perfectly fine. So now we start the process of handcrafting stuff. And we don't... Oh, we do have the universe view already. Alright, so let's take a look at our Assad Australis system. So obviously we can't see any of this stuff because we don't have the universe exploration unlocked just yet. That's all in due time. So this is our system that we are going to conquer, and in the process of conquering it, we will be expanding into the stars. Oh yeah, look at that, our neutron star is actually only 10 light years away. That's pretty dope. Then we've got an A-type, 4 light years, 6 light years, 3 light years. We've got some pretty close systems here. My starter world that I did by myself, everything's like 6 light years or farther, but these are like 3 light years. These are all pretty close. That's actually really, really nice to see. Anyway, that's all later game stuff, so we're gonna head back in here and take a look at everything. Here we go, basic logistics. We now have belts, good to know. So this is, in fact, a lava planet. Reverse rotation, which is kind of cool. And this one, orbital resonance 1 to 4, which means it does 4 rotations every time it goes around the sun, I think. And it is a Gobi desert. That's pretty cool. Cool to see. And then what do we have here? We have an ice giant. Ice giants will be very good for us, more so than gas giants. Pretty sure I'm making those. I am making those. So gas giants are, or ice giants rather, are a lot better than gas giants are. So let's take a look at the map here for some planning. We've got a lot of coal here, a lot of stone here. That's really good. I'm trying to look for an area that we could do like a main sort of production base kind of deal. So we're going to need stone, we're going to need copper, and we're going to need iron. We're going to need more iron than we're going to need copper. So we've got some iron here and here, lots of iron here, not a whole lot of copper. The closest copper's down here, but that might be okay. I think this is actually a pretty good starting zone. We could put some smelting setups around in this area. They're not too big, and then we can put some other stuff down here, and then we can put like a main base down here. So I think we'll be okay in just this area. Very nice. Wrong button. This. I am currently out of materials. Good to know. Go ahead and make 10 more of you. I can't make 10 more of you, which means I gotta grab stuff, so I will go on ahead and grab stuff. And then I can do that. And then, do I need more of you? Yeah, I'm gonna need more of you, so I'm gonna go on ahead and do that as well. Now, the reason why I made this was so that we could come over here and we can use some coal for myself, because as you, I'm sure, have no doubt noticed, I have power. And if I run out of power, I am basically dead in the water. I need to walk very slowly until I get more power. And I have these hydrogen fuel rods, which I should be using. I just prefer using the renewable stuff, because this entire planet is covered with trees. For now, at least. Okay. So next order of business is getting this to a point where it's smelting a couple of things. So we'll obviously have a belt coming out of this guy. Gave me some belts. That's pretty nice. So we'll just go on ahead and run it down. There's my drones. Automation. And then we'll just do 2 probably is good for now. And then we've got our inserters. Oh, well, never mind. I can't do that yet. When do I get that? Smelting purification. Yes. That's how we get the energetic graphite. Okay, so that's a while away. Never mind. Yeah, I know this kind of stuff. May as well go on ahead and grab this. And that's probably all we're going to be able to get. Well, no, we could get this, but... steel. So, never mind, we can't get that. Also, never mind on that one. We cannot get that just yet. We will need to settle for just straight up legitimate coal. Which is fine by me. I'm sure we'll survive. And I'll go on ahead and make one of you. So I can place it here. Come on. There it is. Just like that. And that is not nearly enough power. Good to know. Alright. Too close. There. Perfection. Alright. Next up, I'm gonna need 10 of these each. Or sorry, 20 of these each. That way we can do some more research. Upgrade myself just a touch. And now we have coal. So I can save some of this wood and such. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So another thing that you'll notice here is fault lines. So the planetary grid, as it is called, is what allows belts and whatnot to snap to it. But you'll see there's this little bitty that happens at the fault lines. So we want to stay away from fault lines when we're building large blueprints. We want to stay within a fault line, which I believe this is the equatorial fault line, meaning that it revolves around the equator of the planet, straight here. And then you will see as we get closer to the poles, it shrinks farther and farther and farther. And if it wouldn't take me forever to get up to the pole, I would show you what the pole itself looks like. Well, I'm not going to do that. So, just right now, I'm going to go on ahead and pause the recording, do a couple of things that are a little tedious, such as gather resources and make a whole bunch of these arc smelters. That way we can set up a smelting line for iron and a smelting line for... where? Copper. And I will be back to you guys momentarily. Okay, and now I should have enough materials to go on ahead and get started on our smelting setup. So I decided to just go on ahead and put it here, because this is pretty much equidistant from the copper that is over here, and the iron that is up here. And there's a little bit of stone. Where's the stone? I know there's stone around here somewhere. It's a bit of a hike, but it's not that bad overall. So here's how a smelting setup works in this game. You have these things here called arc smelters, and you select your recipe. Then you make 6 of them to saturate a full Mark 1 belt. The Mark 1 belt goes on one side. Another Mark 1 belt goes on the other side, just like so. And then you have your inserters, which I completely forgot to make more of, and my crafting queue is like entirely full, so that's a shame. You put the inserters, one on one side, one on the other, and then you just drag like so, but I don't have the item, so that's not gonna work, and I'm very sorry about that. In the meantime, though, I have queued up a whole bunch of other things for research, such as the drive engine unlocks mecha flight, so this will allow us to go on ahead and move a little faster around the planet. I went for universe exploration because it lets us see the veins on the planet that we're currently on, and then smelting for the energetic graphite and some silica. And then the plasma here so that we can charge ourselves. These things consume electricity from the grid to charge the mecha, which is actually quite handy. You would be surprised how handy that is. But in the meantime, I can go on ahead and do this, and we can watch our painfully slow construction drones just go on ahead and absolutely take forever to put these things down. It's astonishing how slow they are, really. And obviously we're gonna need power, which I'm gonna continue on our current grid of placing power, which is right over here, and just fill out the grid a little bit more. Yeah, we're about the same speed as our drones, which is good to keep the same speed, but at the same time, it's like, come on, man. It's so slow. Oh, yes, we're also doing blueprint research, so that I can use my blueprint thing down here and copy and paste setups like this over and over and over again. So the next order of business, obviously, is going to be running some power to our place that's actually going to need it. And I went on ahead and took the liberty of making some mining facilities here. And you can place them to get as many veins as possible, like so. 2 of these should fully saturate a Mark 1 belt. Emphasis on the word should. And I need to see where... Of course, I put a building right in front of the path. Leave it to Benji to be the smartest guy in the universe, am I right, guys? So we go on ahead and connect all of this, and then just run this straight in there. I ran out of belts. That's the one thing I didn't think I would run out of. Literally is the one thing that I did not think I would be running out of. But okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. So we're gonna watch this. Energy is insufficient, that's a good call. It's not like it's gonna charge even though I've got fuel in it. The charging rate is not good enough to keep up with my drones that are flying around. So we're gonna see here very, very quickly what happens when the mech runs out of power. So only one drone goes out at a time now. My movement speed is painfully slow if I didn't have any fuel in here. Yeah, let's just showcase that. There we go. Now I'm painfully slow, and my drones won't work at all. There we go. And I literally can't move. So, while I charge up a bit, and this continues, and I make some inserters, which I'm pretty sure I started. I did not start inserters yet. I need more iron for inserters. So while all of that is continuing, I will be back, and we will end this episode by completing our smelters. And at this point, we have the last blue cube that we needed for the Universe Exploration 1. And we have all of the belts that were required, as well as the inserters that were required. So I'm going to go on ahead and disconnect that. That way we can connect them both at the same time. Go on ahead, do that. I'm going to get this to the same position. Now, what we can do... Well, we can't do that, but we can do this. Just like that. It keeps telling me I can build a matrix lab. I know I can build a matrix lab. What if I build the matrix lab and then deconstruct it? Will you stop telling me that I can do that? Thank you. And wait for the last one to place, just like that. Perfection. My charge is straight up abysmal right now. And just like that, we have our smelting set up complete. I'm going to go on ahead and extend these just a touch. I'm going to get rid of everything in the queue, that way I can start these crafting and end the episode. And we can start iron and copper, just like that. Iron and copper smelting has been automated. And next episode, we can begin with having them craft all of the good things, like the circuit boards, like the gears. We'll end up making another system for magnets and these magnetic coils over here on the right side, technically the southern side, but who's counting? And then we will end with some glass and some stone bricks, probably more this way. And then we can start on automating these buildings, which will be very, very nice for our sense of convenience. And my power grid is broken. So that's something that I'll fix off screen in between everything now, because I can do this, and I can put some iron into the thing, and also have it coming out just for, you know, my purposes. And I'll go on ahead and cut this in half, just like so. And we're going to end on a catastrophic power grid failure. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of Dyson Sphere Program. We will be back with more Dyson Sphere Program at some point. I have no idea what the upload schedule is going to be. Welcome back to Benish. I hope you guys are enjoying, because I know I certainly am. But without further ado, adios, sayonara, au revoir, hasta la vista, das vidania, wiedersehen, ciao, and goodbye. Please have yourselves all a wonderful day. Get some sleep if you need to. Don't forget to stay hydrated. This episode is in the bag, and I will see you guys later. Bye-ya.